Right. Okay, so we are live and ready to go. We already took some shares. Are there any other shares? Anybody who's new that we need to welcome? Any shares that you guys have before we dive into our topic of the importance of events today? Nope. Okay. Okay. Jessica said she posted her 1 minute morning routine video from Mexico and had 105 views on Facebook. That's awesome. Way to keep people engaged. We like that. That's always good news. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to get started today. We're going to talk about the importance of events. And I wanted to ask you guys who has a next event that they're inviting to? Put it in the chat. So let's talk about it. The next event would be actually, we have a presentation tonight, right? So we have a presentation happening on 3opp.com tonight, and that's at 7 p.m. Central. So who already has guests invited for that, or you're focused on maybe a local event? Go ahead and put in the chat and let me know what is the next event that you are working on right now. And this will be fun. I just want to see what everybody's up to as far as events go. Are you plugging people into the lives? Okay, Janet has a BA coming on tonight. Are you guys plugging people into a local event? Are you guys looking forward to a next event? What events are you guys planning to attend and to share with others or that you've already invited to? All right, Nicole's saying she has a private event in New Jersey on Wednesday and Thursday next week. She's flying from Florida back to New Jersey to do two different areas. I like that. That's good. Clapping hands for that. And a local event for Gary and Freda. All right, the live at 8 p.m. and the doctor event. Yes, we have the doctor event. Awesome. Let's get that going. Who has doctors invited for that? Tony says he's inviting to tonight's OPP. Love that. Okay. Yeah, so far, Tony, Freda, and Gary, Nicole, and Debbie. Debbie's doing tonight, and Janet's doing tonight. So those are all the people who are inviting to events. I love it. This is why I asked that question. And inviting to 3OPP doctor event tonight. Okay, good. In April in-person event in your new space. Ooh, that will be fun. I always like a new space. I like to have the abundance of that. That is awesome. 6 invited to the doctor event. Way to go, Freda and Gary. Clapping hands for that. And yeah, doctor event for Patty Clemens. Okay, so I can see who's working towards events. And I just want to give clapping hands for that because it shows me kind of what you guys are up to. Now, what is everybody else up to? Are you guys inviting people to take a look? And is that considered an event? Right? Food for thought, right? Is that considered an event? And the reason why I want to talk about the importance of events, and yes, in-person events and all that, I also wanted to reiterate the fact that every time we ask somebody to take a look, is that not kind of its own event? A little bit, right? You're like, it's not the same, Adrian. It's not the same. Maybe it's not, but maybe it is. And the reason I like to get excited about that is because every single one of you, you don't ever have to wait for an event. The next event is the event you create. Are you with me? The next event is the event that you create. Okay, let me double check in here. I'm not sure if Cindy's still planning to come on. Just one second. Oh, she's on. I don't see her. Okay, that is odd. Do you have a different name, Cindy? I don't want to take over your subject of events. Here we go. Let me see where you are. Um, Interesting. Do you guys see Cindy on? I'm on. Was no one there? Oh, let me give you a Zoom link. 760. Okay. Sorry, just one second. 0, 3, 3, 8, 4. Oops, sorry. 4, 3, 8, 4. We're all here talking about events. Okay. We'll see if she can pop on. All right. So until then, I'll keep talking. Okay. So um, the next event is the event that you decide is the most important event for whatever list you're working off of. And that excites me because we're always in control of our paycheck. We're always in control of how we're moving the needle in our business. And we are always in control of how our team is engaging and moving forward. So the biggest thing I would say too is always following the team calendar. If you're not sure what actual event to invite to, you always want to follow the team calendar and what the company puts out, right? And so when we visit legacymakers.com, let me jump over there real quick. Okay. We have the team calendar link, and I'm just going to reiterate down on some of these things, like how easy it actually is to invite. Oh, shoot, I'm not sharing. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. Okay. Let me share. Okay, admit all. All right. So if I go to share my screen, you guys we're gonna do some basics here today. And you may or may not remember where this is, and that's why I'm sharing it. If you come onto ourlegacymakers.com, right on the welcome page, you scroll down, and in here, there's a team calendar. And when you come to the team calendar, of course, there's also, you want to be a part of the WhatsApp chat because that's important, okay, to get updates and reminders. We click the team calendar. So there's a few things happening on this team calendar. One, it's the schedule for the whole week. It includes the Spark Global events. It includes the masterminds, right? The morning masterminds. It includes the team Zoom right here. It includes Saturday onboarding. So each of these in purple are live events that you can invite people to on a weekly basis. Each of these are also events you can invite people to. Is it true that you can also invite your BAs onto the morning huddle? Right? Would you bring a guest? Maybe you could. It might be too much for them. It just depends on their personality, but they might get something, exciting out of a morning event. But what you do is you click on these events and it gives you like weekly team opportunity call. Got friends who are curious about your building, about what you're building, looking for a simple way to introduce it, join us for our weekly opportunity call. So you guys would come in here, you can literally download this, or you can copy it, or you can make your own, you can riff off of it however you like. And that's one way to invite. The quick access is here. So like, if you guys are ever like, I don't know how to get on the Zoom, it says morning mastermind and onboarding training for Saturdays. If you were to click that, see how it's hyperlinked in gray, that'll take you straight to the Zoom. Well, guess what? Same thing with the 3 OPP. See how it's highlighted there? So if you guys ever wanted to share that, you look for the link there. You guys could copy and paste that right from there as well. So a couple different ways that you can invite people to those events. Otherwise, are you creating your own events, right? That's the most important thing. So I'm going to stop sharing for a second. So I want to, Cindy's in the waiting room. Okay. All right. This is so fun. Let me look here. I'm not, this is exciting. Okay. Right now, maybe it's saying she's in there, but it's so weird because I'm not seeing anybody in the waiting room. I see all 47 participants and everybody's been added. Do you guys see that in the participants? Because there's nobody in the waiting room. Darn it. Maybe that was a second ago. Maybe she popped off and is trying to pop back on. Huh. Okay. Somebody let me know if you see her, but right now it's not. I'm going to send her a quick message. Sorry. I'm not in. I'm waiting. I don't see you there. Please try again. Yee! Okay, so this is fun. All right. Okay, so what we'll do, let me check again one more time. I want to make sure. All righty. Okay, so the next event is the most important event. Okay. There we go. Let me see. Yeah, okay, let's talk about it. So let's have more of an interactive meeting today. So yeah, Hollywood John, if you have a question, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Right now. Sometimes he listens while he's at work. So he was just asking how to create events. I mean, I know the answer, but I would love to hear your answer to that.
On how to create an event?
Yes, maybe start from like the beginning, right? Like you want to have an event. What do you do? Step 1, step 2, step 3?
Uh-huh. Okay. So right now, I would say if you don't know how to create an event, you should be inviting to an online Zoom event. If you want to create an event, we actually have a guide for this. So if I'll just share my screen again, if somebody please let me know if Cindy pops on, I don't want to take this away from her. Okay. And if you come down here or up and you go to business resources, oh, here she is. Hold on. Business resources. Okay. Admit. She should be in now. Okay. Business resources. It comes down to, oh, let me get in here, actually inviting and presenting. So if you come up to business training, hi, Cindy. I'm just going to show them one thing. They had a question. So happy
Not a
that you're
problem.
here.
I have
Okay.
no idea what happened.
It's okay. Yeah, I don't either. I don't know what the deal was. I didn't see you in there. Okay, tools for presenting. This is our presenting page. I'm going to put this in the chat. And this teaches you about presentations. The first thing is you should always be booking to a live online presentation on a weekly basis or sending a pre-recorded presentation right here. You have links on how to invite using the virtual launch script. And then there's business presentations that could be sent that are under 28 minutes or less. Okay, if you're going to do an in-person event or an open house event, we have some guides here. I always recommend if it's your first event that you book it with a mentor who can present the team slides with you, right? Again, we're doing a presentation. We're inviting them to what I would call a private business reception or a private business launch, especially if it's in a home, even if it's to a coffee shop, that's a whole different guide. We put a guide out for that yesterday, or not yesterday, last week in the files section of our Facebook group, but you want to book it with a mentor. So here's a guide. Okay, on that, the best ways to host an event, in-person events, open house events. Look at that, two different guides. This talks about how to host an incredible event right here. Basically, why host in-person events? Build stronger connections in your community. You can share the 3 story with impact. Create trust and excitement around products in your business. Before the event, you want to pick a comfortable location or whatever, send personal invites, prepare. You want to welcome everyone warmly, share your story, which we always say, and Cindy's big on this, stories sell, facts tell, right? Yeah, we're going to do a presentation, but we want to share the stories. And you're going to show the products, use the tools, definitely open up to Q&A at the end. There's some etiquette in here and a little bit of a checklist that you can check off, like, did I get my invite sent? Do I have my samples ready? Is there an agenda? Do we have usage guides, family of products out, enrollment forms printed, testimonials lined up, right? Follow-up schedule. Like, you're not going to do an event and not follow up. Like, you're going to follow up, right? This one is more of an open house. If you want to create more of a feel where people are coming in, you can have some questionnaires printed out. I actually think these are fun to do for any event. Basically asking, what does wellness mean to you? What are you looking to improve? This is a little bit more product focused, but there is a business focus here as well. Would you be interested in earning additional income, right? Talking about how the atmosphere matters, music, maybe some small refreshments, not a whole buffet, some small refreshments, team roles, right? You want to assign hosts for each booth. You could have different booths set up. So this is a really good resource in here for how you can host 2 different types of events. So I am going to put that, I'm going to stop sharing real quickly. I'm going to turn it over to Cindy and I'm going to put that in the chat. And I highly, highly encourage every single one of you to, yes, work and book your own events and utilize the tools on the website. Okay, go ahead, Cindy. Take it away.
Sorry, I have no idea where I've been sitting, but I got on 20 minutes after. I'm sitting there going, okay. Anyways, so you did a fabulous job. You pretty much did everything that I was talking about.
Good.
Yeah, those are great, especially to have those in your file to make sure you have different ways that you can go out and promote events. And that's basically what we're talking about right now, you guys. And I do a lot of I'm doing 2 wellness luncheons this week. And we're going to have a different variety of people specifically because they care about their health. They're going there because they care about their health. They want to find out about something different. And so basically right now we've got a lot of different ways that we can promote. I know the girls just did 3 different groups, did bridal fairs, got a lot of names. I think between all of them, they had over 100 names to go back and work off of. The other one is Again, farmers markets. I know that Fotine's fabulous at that, and just getting ready for some big farmers markets. We're going to be doing some here. The other things that are going on. There's a lot of strawberry festivals in our area, street fairs. I think if you just look at the questionnaire and you thought about like what she was saying, the questionnaire is basically to me, it's where I have an opportunity to talk to somebody about getting some of the answers that they might not even know there's products available for that. So the real benefit of doing, I know that they used one at the bridal fair, and we're using one right now. It's called the GLP-3 benefits, and we walk them through a list of all of the different things that we're getting stories on every single day. And because we have those stories, you guys, we can tell those stories, and we keep using them over and over and over again. We're getting lots and lots of great stories, and different stories that are really beneficial to a lot of different people. One of the things that I'm getting ready to start is because I really feel like we need to move it up a little bit on our qualifications for our 1 stars, 2 stars, 3 stars. Most of you guys saw yesterday that we had, every week they show how many people are moving up to the next level. I think we can move faster. I believe that we can move faster. I know that they give you 52 weeks to become a 3 star. I don't think you need 52 weeks. You can do it in 30 days or less. Okay. And the reason being is that if you're doing multiple events and you're launching your own business, just like they were talking about, if you haven't done something yourself personally, it's the best time to get your friends, your connections, and people to come is something that you're inviting them to. Even if it's a multiple people event like today, there's 4 or 5 people inviting to that same luncheon, but using all of each other's stories collectively at that event will make it nice for everybody that's attending. Plus, it's a free lunch. Okay, who doesn't want a free salad bar lunch and homemade cupcakes? Anyways, the other thing that we've been having a lot of great right now is we are using the questionnaire to do a giveaway. Okay, and everybody wins. Okay, so you guys can do it your way. I'm doing it mine. Okay, I use a 25% discount. If somebody's going to fill out that little questionnaire, I'm going to give them a 25% discount on their first purchase. I will also allow them, because we know that if they come in and they want to purchase, even if they were going to purchase retail, it's going to cost them $30 to, $230. Well, then if you just get to give them that $30 that they're going to now get a 1-year free membership with our company, just like Costco. It's going to give them the opportunity to get every single product that we have at a discount. Okay, minimally the 25% discount. So if you have right now, we're doing a free giveaway to the Teachers Lounge. So we have 31 teachers at the school, and each one is getting the postcard, and on the postcard is a coupon for 25% off of any of and it has a QR code. So they can actually just go in, look at the QR code, but every single one of them gets a 25% discount coupon that is attached to that little postcard. Okay, which is basically your walking and talking products that you're going to use to go out and speak to people. We're doing the same thing at 2 beauty salons. Okay. We ask them, what's your busiest day at the salon? One of them happens to have 8 stations. And so we're actually going to be working in the salon and helping the owner establish a business opportunity, and to be able to work through all of the people that are coming through the door, giving every single one of them the benefit sheet. And then with that benefit sheet comes a little questionnaire. If there's any of these things that become an issue or are you currently dealing with, we'd love for you to fill that out. We just need your name and your phone number, nothing else. You don't have to have an email address and a social security number, just that. And then basically we give them a coupon for that discount. Okay. And you can utilize that anywhere you are 24/7. Doesn't matter if you just keep them in your car with you and you run into somebody on the street, you can say, hey, I just started this brand new and I'd love to give you something you can take a look at. You can actually go in and take a look at my QR code. And just for doing that, I'm going to give you a 25% discount. Okay. So a lot of different ways for us to build our business and also to be able to get people follow up for people that are going to, how many people could not benefit from getting rid of inflammation in their body? Who doesn't want to prevent type 2 diabetes? Who doesn't want to deal with night sweats, especially if you're a woman going through menopause? Okay. Who doesn't want to deal with leg cramps? Okay. When you start going down the list, I mean, it's everybody. Everybody wants to not deal with those. If you're a man, you're probably going to not have the same night sweats that women might. But I said that's, especially when you go through menopause. Okay. So you think about that, menopause. We're pausing right now. We're trying to get rid of and make sure that we can see exactly what the drops are doing. My daughter said, Mom, it's a different story now because she's off of her estrogen, and she's just trying to do everything natural. So a lot of people are out there wanting to do the same thing. Okay. If you haven't done a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star local event that you can take your brand new people running to 1-star and you put them all together, okay, collectively, whether they can be in one location or not, even if they can just jump on and listen while you're talking to 10 or 15 other people. How many people want to get to 1-star? What do I need to do to get to 1-star? Okay. What are the benefits of getting to 1-star? What am I going to get? Well, we know right off the get-go, you're going to get $100 from the company to use on any products that you want. What do I now have to do to get to 2-star? Okay. So if I show you how to rank up a lot faster than just sitting around and product at a time, if I can show you how to rank up faster, is that in your best interest as well as mine? Obviously, it's going to help you get to that 3-star position that most everybody's trying to work towards. Does it have to take forever? No. Can we do it one event at a time? If you haven't had your own personal open house, you need to. Okay. You need to make sure that you are getting people to the event that is going to kind of let them know that, hey, I started this new business. I love it. I want you to see if there's anything that you could use to benefit you personally, and maybe you might have some other people that could benefit. Question that came up yesterday was one of the people that I was talking to not only started thinking about herself and her friends, she started thinking about her mom, thinking about her dad, thinking about all these different people that could benefit from the products. And all of a sudden, she had a business opportunity. Okay. Not only thinking about the fact that when you have a business, guys, there are a lot of tax advantages that go with that business. I just got back from a trip to Las Vegas. Okay. I met 3 different people in Vegas while I was there that had to do with my business. Okay. So is that a tax write-off? Yes. Okay. Utilize the things and the resources when you're doing an event. That is a write-off. Okay. That is something that you can utilize for building your business. Just make sure, you guys, that you're keeping track, and I keep a receipt envelope for every event that I do. Okay. So at tax time, I know that I've done an event on that day, and I can go back and look at my calendar. Okay. Another last, I think I've over with the time with is meetups. Okay. If you're not doing meetups, I literally do meetups almost every single day. If somebody can meet me in town, I'm going to meet them. Okay. Doesn't matter if it's just one person, because that one person could lead you to 100 people. Okay. I know that from Elko, Nevada. Okay. So that one person that you might not even know is super interested yet in your business could lead you to a lot of people. Okay. And that's the same thing with people that are coming from your churches and from different organizations that you belong to. If you belong to some sort of a charity, go back and let them know, hey, I have a gift for all of you guys. You go to all these club meetings, you go to all these women's events, give every single one of them a discount coupon. Drive them to your QR code and in your back office and let them go shopping. I had 3 people, I have no clue, I have to go back in and look, that ordered within the last 48 hours. Okay. Now I've never really done retail before, but just by having the QR code and posting different things, they can just go on and they can shop until they drop. Okay. They don't need me to go in and tell them exactly what they have to do. They can actually go out and do it themselves. So anyways, Adrian, I know I got in late, so I
Well,
think
I
that's
don't, I think it could have been my internet. Like, I don't know what the deal was. It was really weird. I just didn't see you
all
in the waiting room. I saw other
I,
people though, which was weird. So I knew you were planning to be here. So I was just
yeah,
trying
no,
to
I got on at
show a
20
few
after. I
things.
closed my call and I jumped right on. So, but the
Well,
key is go ahead. Go
oh no, I
ahead.
was just gonna say I'm so glad that you're here and that you shared all that because you deliver with such passion and enthusiasm why events are so important. How to not only get out there and help your team build by doing local events, but also just getting one in your home, getting one out there, meeting with the team, showing them how to rank advance, 1 star, 2 star, 3 star. Those are just like those are musts. And so I absolutely love that you shared that today. We have a couple questions. Go ahead, Caroline Small. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi Cindy. I did see those posts with 25% coupon, and I think a couple want people want to know here. How did you
Okay.
create how are you creating your 25% coupon?
You guys, this thing is called retail. Okay. We have retail sales every day. I can give away that 25% retail commission, sign somebody up to be a brand ambassador for that same $30 that it would have cost them to buy retail. I can give them that discount, or I can physically just give them that 25% off. So when I hand you a coupon, I'm going to ask you one of two questions. Would you like to take advantage of the 25% off? We also have an opportunity for you to be able to possibly, if you love the products, which I know you're going to, I'm always in that assumptive mode that you're going to love exactly what these products can do for you, and you're going to love more than one. I'm sharing with you one product right now, but you're going to love them all. And the fact that, you can actually speak to your doctor about them because he's going to validate for you if he's doing what's in your best interest. And I always ask that, is this going to be in my best interest? But when I give away that 25%, you guys, I can make a little tiny coupon that just says, it can be a holiday coupon. It can be a friend coupon. It can be anything that just says, I'm giving you this 25% off. You can staple it to your postcard, and then you can give it away. I could give 1,000 away. I could, and then, but I've got my QR code on my, I've got my QR code on my postcards, and then I have my phone number. And I tell them, look, if you really do want to be, if you're serious about wanting some major discounts, I'd love to give you future discounts for the rest of the year. And basically, we also have an opportunity for you to basically get it's kind of like a Costco card, except we have better deals. And we're going to give you, a percentage off of every single product that you take. And you're going to get that for 365 days. So that $30 investment, if you decide to join us for the future discounts, is going to give you 365 days of discounts for you, your family, your friends, anybody that you want to share these products with. I don't tell everybody, well, you want to be a brand ambassador and you want to have to start a brand new business. No, I want you to know that I'm going to give you the biggest bang for your buck. I'm going to give you the discount, and you can choose that if you'd like to, or we're going to go ahead and get you registered to get basically the same registration information we would get for a Costco card. Okay. But I'm going to give you, and it's only half the price of a Costco card, and it's going to give you for all future purchases for any of our products. Is that something you'd be interested in? And the two people that I spoke to yesterday said, oh, I'd rather do that. I'd rather do that. So how much more is that going to cost me? And I said, well, it's basically this. I said, if you're going to do it retail, you're going to pay the $30. Okay. If you're not, if you're going to do it as a registered wholesale buyer, okay, you're going to spend that same $30. Which would you rather do? Would you like to get future benefits and all the perks that go with it? Or would you like to just get a one-time discount? Then I can place that order under myself and put it anywhere I want to, because I have the opportunity to do that as well. So you just have to remember, guys, that it's your business. You're building teams of people. And by building those teams of people, I know sometimes it's kind of like, there's a lot of people that just go out and sell product. And you have to remember that you have an opportunity to build a ginormous business that's attached to products. And we franchise through people. And the more little franchisee spots that you have and franchises through people, the more you're going to see in your check. Okay. Because you don't know when people go shopping. Okay. You wouldn't want to hire me to go shopping. I'm not the shopper. I send everybody else to shop for me. But I can tell you when I want something, I'll buy something. And if I see it as a benefit, I'm going to buy it as a benefit. And that's what we're selling is a benefit package.
So, you guys, it's the verbiage. It's in the way that she's presenting this to people. Okay, so they're all asking, so do you pay the enrollment fee as a discount, or how do you actually apply a coupon when they order retail? You guys listen to what she's saying. It's in her verbiage.
So
Yeah.
when I offer them, there's 30% right up front for the retail, for the discount. I can either place that order frontline to me, okay, if they just want to be a one-time try and buy, okay, or I can give them the 25% off. You guys, I have not had one person say, not one, oh, I'd rather have that one-time discount. No, I'd rather pay the $230 or the $9.99 pack plus 30. I'd rather have that package. That way I have future ability to buy everything at a discount. And oh, by the way, if you start sharing with a few people, I can show you how to get that product for free if that's something you'd be interested in. But I don't want to be pushy. Because some people are like, I want to try it. And then but I said, I'll tell you what, if you fall in love with the products like I did, and we are, and things are happening, you're going to want to tell all the people that you love about these products. So let's go ahead and get you registered for the discount, not registered to go out and market all the products. We're going to get you registered with the company. So you're going to have all your future purchases at the 25% discount. Is that something we can do today? And which package do you want? We have the 3 bottle, we have the 9 bottle, we have the 15 bottle. You choose. But again, now I'm going to tell you, if you do buy that the 15 bottle package, that's going to give you back about $750 return on investment immediately by just marketing those products, because you're going to get 15 bottles of the drops. You've only spent $999. We're retailing those for $99 a bottle. You're going to get 4 boxes of the Purify, which I retail for $60 just because I've gotten them at a discount, and I want people to buy those to take with their drops if they get started. And I'm going to go ahead and now I've just made another $750 off of that $1,000 investment that I just made. I've already gotten back my money. How long does it take me to move 15 bottles of products? This week, 3 girls did this. They called people and said, look, I'm placing a large order. I'm ordering 15 bottles of products. How many would you like? Okay. They're either $99 or you can buy the 3 for the 200. And basically they had 15 bottles of product sold within 24 hours. Okay. Now they just order one big package wherever they want to. They're ordering that 15 bottle package. Now, who got that extra money back? They did. They got that benefit back. They got those products back. Now they've got all those products that they can keep marketing. And could they do it again? Could you do another one next week and another one the next week? Or you could do the 9 bottle buy-in. Doesn't matter. You guys, they're going to keep making us more. So you can see how many people are going to benefit from that product. Okay. And the minute that you start making those orders, people were chirping on the line. I'll take 3. I want 1. I want 2. Do I need more than that? And I'm just laughing going, okay, you guys, they're telling you what they want. Now follow through, follow up, place the order. And then you know that I'm bringing products to the luncheon today because she doesn't have enough products for sale. Okay, because she's already sold what she has. She's already pre-sold what she's bringing to the luncheon today. So do I carry extra products? Absolutely, I do. Okay. Now, is that a benefit to my team? Absolutely. I have a girl who bought 15 bottles this morning. Okay. Now she doesn't want to wait for a week for them to show up. I'm going to her house before I go to the luncheon. So it's your business. You guys, it's like kind of like if I go out and I start pre-selling, and I'm really good at sales. I have to say that I've done sales my whole life, but I'm more in consideration of How many people want to wait another 7 or 8 days out here in California? That's how long it's taking for us to get products out here. Sometimes we get them in 6, but it's been snail mail. So if you have the opportunity and you're carrying products, and I have an insulated bag, okay, because it's been hot out here, I carry an insulated bag. I always have my Purify. I always have the forms with me, and I always have the questionnaires. And every single person walking in the door today is going to get the questionnaire, the benefits, and they're going to get an application to register with our company. Because I've already assumed the sale. I already know that they're coming for products. Now, do they want future products? And that's
Right.
just basically how we do it. So
I've got, you guys, I pulled up, this is in your back office. It's the product pricing sheet. Cindy just knows her numbers, right? So she knows what she's selling. She knows how to share and show a discount based on the different types of enrollment. So they can come on board, they can take products away. You guys can take the GLP and sell it for $99 a bottle. It doesn't have to be 85. Nobody's telling you what to do. It's your business. That's what she's saying. So,
but Adrian, by the time you add in your tax and shipping on that one bottle, it's almost $99.
right. So they might walk away with it.
Exactly. And they're gonna, and so most times they just hand you $100 bill. And I say, now, are you sure one bottle is gonna be enough? I can tell you what I did, and they'll say, oh, well, maybe I better get 2. Oh, wait a minute. You just said now you want 2, but I've got a special for 200 where you can get 3. Is that what you want? Is the special? Oh, well, how do I get that? Well, basically, all I'm going to do is register you with the company, and I said then you can get the discount. It's $230. Did they save money by not buying 3 bottles at 99? Yeah, they just saved money by not buying 3 bottles at 99. But they know that they needed more than 1 bottle to get through the month, and in most cases, it's going to take 3. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Cindy, I love you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay. Everybody, you guys, this is what I love about this business. Everybody's going to do it a little bit differently. Some people are like, I'm going to do an in-home event. Some are like, I'm going to do an open house event. Some are like, I'm going to be at the next trade show, or I'm going to gather cards at the trade show, or I'm going to be at the booth, or I'm going to do the thing. Like, you guys, everybody, you all have this opportunity to be your own CEO and your own best business partner. However you want to purchase products in and go out and retail and sell them, you can. If you want people to get the products in their hand right away, that makes sense for what Cindy's doing. If you want to send people the text to close link, and you want to send them, a way to enroll themselves and save them the discount, the 25% discount, they can do that too. So what Cindy is teaching you by sharing this is she's teaching you how to sell the products. She's teaching you the verbiage to use, right? So if you don't, if you're like not comfortable doing that, then that's okay too. Not everybody does retail the way that she does it. She's really knows how to do this, right? She's better than I would be at this, to be honest. Yeah. And so what I do is I come in and I want to use the text to close system, and I tell them to buy bottles. And if they become a brand ambassador, they get a discount. And I hardcore sell them on the smart ship, because what I'm looking for is a residual income. So she's not leaving that out. She's basically saying, if you purchase this product right away, you can take a $99 bottle home today. You can do 3. Is that going to be enough? Now she's saying, you might as well open an account. Oh, and by the way, get on SmartShip so you never run out of product. She's upselling them. Okay. She's offering different ways. She's giving them choices on how they can experience 3. So yeah, this is awesome. I mean, I love it. And I know we talked about events, but an event is any time that you're sharing the product, the opportunity, the ability to be able to earn income with us. And so she's weaving all of that in there. And so it's beautiful. I know. So before I was like, listen, but it's because she's going so fast because she's so good at it. Right.
The other thing too, you guys, they gave out golden tickets. They gave out golden tickets. Okay. That's kind of what triggered my mind again about tickets, about golden tickets. Okay. You guys have the opportunity. Okay. Maybe you didn't win a ticket, for the free products. But you guys, you can give away as many of your own personal golden tickets as you want. You could even make them yellow. You can make them gold. You can make them whatever you want. If you want to give away, I mean, gold, think about our liquid gold. I mean, come on, that's liquid gold. And you think about it, and you just said, I could literally stand on the street corner. Okay. I don't do Walmart, but I could stand on the street corner in a busy area and just say, I'm giving out free tickets today. I'm giving out free, I have these gold tickets I'm giving out. And you guys, you can even put on the back of your gold ticket, you could put your QR code. It doesn't matter. As long as you have the ability to talk to people that maybe you wouldn't talk to. And all of a sudden you're thinking, that wasn't very hard. That I put a couple of pretty girls out there. Put some young ladies, like I used to put my daughter out there with the clipboard, and I'd say, "Honey, stop all the men. Hurry, get all those guys. They need to be on these products right now. Get these guys on the products." And they'd fill out the clipboards and they'd answer the questions, and all of a sudden they're like, "Okay, so what do I need to get?"
Yeah.
It wasn't, "Oh, see ya." No, what do I need to get? What should I be on? Is there something better that I could start with? I always say, what's your budget? What's your health budget? What is your personal health budget? Kathy Harper and I used to say that all the time. If you don't have a personal health budget, we need to create one. And if you don't have one for you and your spouse, we need to create one. We need to fit you into your health budget so that you live longer. Okay. That's the key, is that I don't want to put you into a sick care situation. I want to put you into a health budget, and I want you to think about, what can I afford to stay on consistently? And if I can't afford everything, can I help you find other people that might benefit from these products? I'm always thinking, who do they know? Who do they know? Who do they know? I know their hearts. And there's not most people, you guys, that don't have a heart to share with other people. If they find out something great, they're going to go share with other people. They're going to say, I could do that. Oh my God. I mean, it's kind of like, it's an obligation. Once you find out something, it's an obligation to share with other people. It just is.
That's
Anyways,
beautiful.
I better let you go.
No, I love it. This was high level training today, you guys. Like it really, really was. Like she came in and really explained to you how you can upsell the products and the opportunity and make it beneficial for everybody that you talk to. So Cindy, I just want to thank you for your time today. I really, really appreciate it. Totally respect the verbiage. I think for me, as somebody who's been in sales too, like listening to you, I had to listen to it twice, you guys too. That's why I said listen, because I'm like, I got to listen to this one more time. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I've got it. I've got it. So you guys really, I'll put the link to this conversation in the WhatsApp chat so you guys can review it again and go back through it, because I think if you listen a couple different times to it, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, like, woo, this is powerful. She's on fire. Let's go. So really putting a sense of urgency in doing that. So just awesome. Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much for being on today. We have the 3op.com call tonight. And it's going to be awesome. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Have a beautiful day. We'll see you later. Thank you so much, Cindy. Have a beautiful day.
Bye, guys.